So today's video is all about hair and how I manage my hair and what I do with my hair. As everybody has noticed that my hair has grown very long since I cut it. So it's been about a year and a half since I donated my hair. I donated it in April 2015 and yeah, it's gone very long as everybody keeps noticing. My hair, it grows very quickly. My hair and nails grow incredibly quickly, so that is basically biological. There is no real way to speed up hair growth in general unless you're wanting to do things like scalp massages and things, which I will get to later on in this video. And the way that your hair grows, in also terms of whether you have greasy hair or dry hair or dull hair is, or thick or thin hair, or what colour your hair is, that is all down to your actual biology, and some of these things you cannot change. You can manage it, but you cannot change some of these things. So some people's hair just naturally goes very slowly, some naturally go very quickly, some have hair that is incredibly thin, some is fine or thick or is physically thick. So my hair is very fine as in terms of like the strands themselves are very fine, but I have a lot of hair. So it's fine hair, but it's thick because there's a lot of it. People often ask me how my hair remains so nice, and the first thing is I don't go to the hairdressers very often. I never really have. Pretty much after I turned 18 and went to uni, I didn't really have my hair cut that often. It took me a while to actually find a hairdresser that I was comfortable with, so it took me a while to actually physically get my hair done itself. So I basically would go quite extended periods of times without cutting it. For example, I haven't cut my hair since December. Now, most people would be saying that their hair is full of split ends, but honestly, I have been sort of combing through my hair for the past sort of half an hour whilst I was sort of thinking about what to say in this video, and basically trying to find a single split end, and I honestly haven't found one. And I believe this is sort of mainly two reasons. Number one, I have a fair bit of hair products that I put on it, not even daily. That's my main thing. I put on really high-powered products sparingly, and I don't sort of weigh my hair down with a lot of products. So for example, right now, I shampooed it and then I put on a tiny bit of hair oil and that was it. So for example, I use a very intensive mask instead of a conditioner. So this is my favourite one. This is the Keratin Smooth by LV. This one basically replenishes your hair so deeply, it is insane. So that's what I use. I also use Roots from Lush. Firstly, it enhances hair growth. I haven't really noticed a difference in terms of hair growth, but it actually helps really nourish, and it's a really nice deep conditioner. You put the treatment on for about 20 minutes before you have a shower and then you rinse it off, and I really like that. And the other thing I use is coconut oil. I use that very sparingly just because it can be quite difficult to work with because you do need quite a bit of it in your hair, and sometimes it can be kind of a nightmare washing out of your hair. So I don't really tend to use that, and the only other thing I really use is hair oil, and that I use quite sparingly because if you put too much in, it turns it basically into a grease bomb. It's quite a nice economical thing to buy because even though that this pot is about £8, which is a lot of money in basically anybody's books, but you only need about 2 pumps per use. So this bottle lasts a good 6 to 8 months, I would say, and I don't really use it that often, so probably a lot more than that. The other thing that I do that basically means that I don't have damaged hair is I don't use heat. I know this will really bug some people, but I basically flat out don't use heat on my hair unless it's a very special occasion. I don't blow dry my hair, I don't straighten my hair anymore, I certainly don't curl my hair anymore. I have all these sort of devices and things, and I do even have like a really nice set of straighteners and things that apparently will help your hair not break and be brittle, but I just don't use them on a regular basis. I am quite lucky the fact that when my hair is naturally drying, it dries like this, which is very straight. My hair doesn't really like to stay in one particular style. It likes to be like this, and if it's not like this, it will automatically just go flat. So I try not to wrestle with my hair too much, and I just don't use heat anymore. And I know that is something that people either can't live without or they really want their straighteners, but honestly, I haven't cut my hair since December, and there is not a single split end in my hair. Admittedly, in terms of shape and in terms of body, it's a bit uneven, and especially in terms of the bottom. You can't really tell, and I don't have any layers put in at the moment because when they actually cut it, they were basically cutting it all at one length. But that's basically how I keep my hair so nice. I use very minimal products and I just don't apply heat. I know this is not something that people want to hear, but applying heat does damage your hair, contrary to popular belief. Even if you put hair oil in that's apparently meant to protect your hair, or some kind of setting or styling spray, it is still doing damage to your hair. Like, if you've ever burnt finger with hair straighteners, you know how hot they can be. And you're putting that heat onto your hair, so of course it's going to damage it. If you remove all heat, or at least keep heat to an absolute minimum. I probably only heat style my hair probably about once a month now, and that's on very special occasions. I do style my hair in different ways, so for example I use no heat curling technique, so I put a link of the 2 ways that I curl my hair without heat, but that's basically what I do. I don't use heat, and I use very minimal products as well. I don't weigh my hair down with everything. I try to avoid things like backcombing and basically anything that will damage the hair in general. I know I do actually physically need to have a haircut, especially just to kind of tidy my hair up a bit and give it a bit more shape, but in terms of sort of brittleness or split ends, there is not a single piece of my hair like that. And that's pretty much it for my hair video and how I sort of manage my hair and how to make your hair look amazing. And I shall talk to you guys later. Bye!